Hello guys on YouTube, this is Dark Shadow Union, here to tell you about the September 2010 ban list. Okay, first, there is Rescue Cat. It was limited, now it's banned. I wish they didn't ban Rescue Cat, because I wanted to make a Synchro Cat deck, but what can you do? The ban list is there. Substitute, it was unlimited, now it is forbidden. Stops Frog FTK a lot. Next, for spell cards that are forbidden, Brain Control. It was limited. I think that's pretty fair because you can easily go for a game with Brain Control. Heavy Storm. It is now limited. It is now forbidden. It was limited, which is good. So you don't have to. You can set everything that you want. You don't have to worry about your stuff getting blown up by Heavy Storm. No forbidden trap cards, so on to limited monsters. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Trishula is a synchro monster from Dual Terminal in Japan. It hasn't came out in the United States yet, but it looks like it must have been broken in Japan. Next, limited spell cards. Black Whirlwind from Semi-Limited. They did this because Blackwings are sort of a problem in Japan. In the United States, it's not so much, but in Japan. This is the Japanese list, and I'm showing you this list because the TCG usually follows the OCG list. But anyway, next, Dark Hole. It was from Forbidden. Now it is limited. Good to have it back. Let's see how it works. Destroys all monsters on the field, yours and your opponent's, but you can still normal summon after you do this, so you can get a free strike in with a beat stick, so that is great. Nice to have it back. It was forbidden for a long time. Infernity Launcher. This is good. It was unlimited, and now it is limited, meaning you can only have one, which is I find is fair because Infernities could easily kill you if they keep having 3 launchers. Now they can only have one, but being less likely to draw them. And Monster Reborn was forbidden, now it is limited. This is surprising because it's been jumping around the ban list. 2 formats ago it was limited. Now, last format it was forbidden, and now it is limited again. Nice to have it back, sort of. Let's see how it turns out. And trap cards. Limited is Royal Oppression. It was semi-limited. Now you can only have one. This stops anti-meta decks from being so effective, which I prefer anti-meta decks, so you make of what you want with that. And semi-limited, Chaos Sorcerer. It was limited, now it is semi-limited. You can have 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Hope that brings back the Chaos decks. And speaking of Chaos deck, I have made one, and I'm going to show that to you. Check the links in the anywhere, wherever I put them in the description or annotation. And Snipe Hunter, it was limited. Now you can have 2, which I think are pretty fair. Snipe Hunter wasn't that broken. You can also have 2 MSTs now, which makes sense because they banned Heavy Storm, so they gotta have some kind of spell and trap destruction. Trap cards that are semi-limited. Magic Cylinder, it was limited. Now you can have 2 Magic Cylinders, which I think is pretty fair. Not many people use them. And Ojama Trio, not many people use those either. Those are both good for burn decks. Ojama Trio is good for lockdown decks. Unlimited. There is lots of unlimited stuff, and it's so great and vivid. And anyway, unlimited. Black Rose Dragon. you could have one, now you can have 3. It really wasn't a problem. You can Starlight Road it if you want. You can also Starlight Road Dark Hole, but that's a different discussion. Unlimited is Cyber Dragon. You could have 2, now you can have 3. It's one of the most broken cards in the game, but it's still, apparently it's good. It's cool to have it at 3, and hope to see Cyber Dragon decks. And last, it was limited to 1 2 formats ago. Last format is limited at 2, now it's at 3, so it was climbing out of the ban list pretty fast. Next is Goblin Zombie. You can have 3 Goblin Zombies now, which I find is pretty cool. Royal Decree. You can have 3 of those. Cool. Treeborn Frog. You can now have 3. I think that is great for those Froggy Monarch decks and anything that uses Treeborn Frog. They probably brought Treeborn Frog back, so Frog FDK isn't completely dead. They could still launch a Treeborn Frog once per turn. And United We Stand. It was semi-limited, now it's unlimited. You can have 3. I think this is fair because nobody was using it that much, so don't forget to subscribe, guys. Dark Shadow Union, and I am signing out. Peace.